It's clear the early winners of free agency have been the Los Angeles Lakers. After making a run to the Western Conference Finals, we heard numerous rumors about Kyrie Irving, Chris Paul, for example, but instead what Rob Pelinka has done is simply just continue to retool the roster. Now what he's done is bring in Gabe Vincent, who was really good for Miami, especially in the postseason run, arguably a top 3 or 4 contributor. You got to see them bring in Taurean Prince, and then they re-signed a great deal of players like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, but also signed guys like Jackson Hayes and Cam Reddish. And to talk about all these signings, let's talk about the re-signings first. D'Angelo Russell, I think he is a very good point guard. He just makes some poor decisions and not the best defender, but I will always be a fan of D'Angelo Russell. I think he deserved a second shot with the Lakers, and I'm glad they brought him back. I think he brings in continuity, and then you have Austin Reeves, who is a solid combo guard. He can create his own shot, do a little bit of dishing, and is a capable three-point shooter as well. I think he's only going to get better, especially under the tutelage of Darvin Ham and even LeBron coaching him on the court. And then you have Rui Hachimura, who's been a great bright spot story for the Lakers after being traded from the Washington Wizards. I think he brings a lot of versatility. He can guard a lot of positions, wing and inside, just due to his size. Great wingspan, great rebounder, and with his spacing capability of being a decent catch and shoot shooter, I think that's just another dimension that the Lakers really needed. Talk about Cam Reddish. He's been bouncing around the league, and he has this Duke alumni. He has this Duke background to bank in on, but he hasn't really found a home. I think hopefully they can tap into the best of his potential, because that's always what everyone's been talking about Cam Reddish, is that he has great potential, but he hasn't really hit that. I love Taurean Prince. He is a classic 3-and-D wing guy. He can make a good amount of shots. He's been a career 37% three-point shooter and great at spot-ups. He's been a 41% spot-up shooter. Long wingspan, almost 7 feet, and with his 6'8" frame, that's great amount of size to guard guys on the perimeter. Not the most agile guy, but still very capable contributor to a championship level team. And then Jackson Hayes is a solid backup big. He's been taking a lot of backseats to Zion Williamson, but when Zion is out, he gets to play those big center minutes after even Steven Adams and Jonas Valanciunas. So I think that right there is quality signing so far. I would like to see him add some shooting just to help out with getting some more spacing concerns, but they can find that later, absolutely. But right now, Rob Pelinka is cooking in free agency, and I do still have them behind the Denver Nuggets and Phoenix Suns, but they are definitely going to be challengers to those teams in the Western Conference playoffs.